can't talk. Had a heavy slumber, Matari needs to speak to you immediately. Allow me to open the door.
Matari, come out and defend your damn castle!
Oh, shut up, you blithering idiot! Our mistress's Herpicasana was such a klutz!
It wasn't my fault.
Look at yourself crouched in the corner. All of you are weaklings. We'll make Matari fight even if we have to drag her out.
Zana, let the commander through, but keep Cyrodiil out!
Commander, put an arrow through Matari's brain.
What? You traitor! How can you say that?
We're at war, and what does the mistress do? She leaves us completely defenseless. Your sisters, my sisters, are being slaughtered out there. I want Matari dead. Kill that witch and send her back to the pits of oblivion.
Yunaria! Make one more death threat and I'll have you executed on the spot!
Commander, just get it over with and meet Matari.
The strike force is ill-equipped for an invasion. They're not here for the palace. This is a diversion. Jonestead. Defending her home alongside Commander Yanaya's warriors. To begin the final phase of their ascension. You know what must be done, Commander. It is imperative that you take Yanaya's team, and no one else. Stop purity. That is an order.
I've stopped her bleeding.
Say nothing, Commander. The maiden spoke. We're going to Jonestead.
I didn't see him. I'm sorry.
Someone there?
Is someone there?
There you are!
Going to...
You don't stand it.
Take care not to set anything on fire. Come on, tell me what's going on.
this much action in a long time.
She and a couple of the Cyrodiil princesses ran off to check on Jonstead. Got more pressing matters, such as defending this palace.
There was nothing that could have been done. I'll make the arrangements for the bodies to be returned to their families.
Relinquish your arms and stand down, or the girl will die by your hands.
I warned you to stay back, Dragonborn.
Miss Pinder! Ugh! Purity, come down and face me.
I repeat, stand down. I am a man of many words, Inaria, and I mean each and every one of them. Sisters, prepare to witness the end of the war, and your freedom from the tyranny of your kind mistress. Our methods will be two-pronged. With the cooperation of the heroes of Nirn, we will...
Spit it out, you fool, and let Kasha Pinder go.
What are you fighting for, Yenaria? This girl's family? What makes you different from the others?
I choose to fight for my masters.
You choose, yes. We all chose to be here, but we were guided by Mother. There was once a woman known as Zell Pinder. Ordinary woman, until an unfortunate affliction of the mind. Zell is dead, but her corpse has a name. We now know her as Matari.
Bastard liar.
I'm afraid the implications are that you are just as misguided as your counterparts. Fighting a war that was never in the interest of the Pinders. Now we're all sons and daughters of deception.
Goddesses. She actually did it.
Saving the world not enough? Another hero after her own heart? I believe all of you were brought here for a reason, but not even Matari could have prepared for this. Jonstead was the only suitable test site, enclosed and away from the greater public. We spared the misfit commoners the tremendous pain. As for all of you, there is no greater honor than to witness the seeds that will sprout and grow to form a new world. There is unity in death, and to be reborn, free from Matari's influence. An end to the distasteful perversions in our wholesome society. Brothers, fall back. The moment is at hand. Prepare to trigger the device. Commence activation of the animunculi in structures 2 and 3. Do not struggle. Matari's spawn and all of you will die for the greater good. But I'll give you a choice. We may grant a quick and merciful death to the Pinder daughter. But if you choose to fire upon us, she will be left to live out her final moments in blistering agony.
That's a choice?
I needed leverage so I may speak without a violent altercation. How she dies means nothing to me, but I am a man with virtues. Men, begin the countdown.
Commander, pick up my bow.
At last, your true colors have emerged. Would you strike me down out of vengeance, or finally accept that there are...
God save us.
No, not yet. You still have work to do.
My God. They're all dead.
Not all of them. Matari will be expecting the commander, so don't get any bright ideas, Lilith. Matari's waiting for you in the first floor lobby of Euphoria.
They're all gone. You're the only one we pulled out. No. We all went in with our pre-war masks. They weren't meant to be used in these kinds of conditions. We did a quick sweep, checked all the bodies. You were barely holding on when we found you. Just got confirmation from the Maidens. Same air-based weapons used to provoke the West Weld Massacre and 156. This one used a more lethal strain. I suppose as alchemists, it was inevitable that Purity would continue research on HIST after their initial defeat. This is the weapon they've been preparing for decades. I always had my suspicions that the sirens were Matari's creation. After the fall of the cleansers, Marcus must have been manipulated. The Pinders are dead now. We've failed. And I doubt anyone besides the two of us cares. We saw the broken shells in there. From Sky's Divide, no doubt. Useless against Matari, but still deadly. Combined with Purity's HIST, we're looking at a strong offense and defense. Same routine we've been doing. Keep fighting. They're getting desperate. Matari can't keep the sirens demoralized, so she's gonna do something drastic. Like Freya said, she's waiting for you in the first lobby. I retrieved some of her belongings. No, it's in better hands. I'll be at Pazarath, Commander. I'm so sorry.
Is the job done? Excellent. You killed the lead researcher of Project Purity. Without a figurehead to maintain their HHD project, they will descend into chaos. Your assignment will assure them that death comes to those who leave their bold promises unfulfilled. There's no need to inform me of the situation in Jonestead. I've already sent a siren to watch the entrance of the town. If you have any valuables left in your home, she'll serve as your escort through the contaminated cavern. Originally suspicions. I can now confirm the weapon used in the attack was a modified version of the one used to start the Westweald massacre. Long has Purity researched the HHD. Since the development of their weapons of control in the late Third, they've never stopped in their pursuits. It's clear that they've spent the past few decades in hiding, creating this new, fatal chemical substance. A test this ambitious suggests they're confident in their ability of delivering it on a massive scale. Either by air or sea, this is a weapon whose roots are in the past, before their original downfall, during the Virusek project. Destruction of all life on this planet is inevitable if they are allowed to deploy it. These machines are useless relics of a time best forgotten, when the Dwemer, too narrow in their ambitions, sought to rule kingdoms through technological superiority. These prototype machines are barely any more powerful than the common constructs found in runes. The only advantage they wield is their complete resistance to magic. Purity knows of this property, and even they scoff at it, knowing it's useless against our legion of warriors. Only the heroes could be so naive to place faith in their long-term utility. There is only one known location to still carry these machines. They are dispensable, numbering in the hundreds. Due to the source's distance from Skyrim, it's unlikely many would be present at Innocence. However, there is a degree of uncertainty. Pressure from the heroes will have likely contributed to the machine's presence in the first place. I only speak in certainties. Speculation would breed a lack of faith among my sirens. You allowed him to speak. After the death of his parents, the obliteration of the cleansers, Marcus was a pathetic, broken man. It was in our best interests that we worked together to better the world. He pursued revenge and honor for his family, while I took a more altruistic approach, not for one family, but all. So came the Sirens, shaped by Marcus's most useful philosophies and mine. Do not misinterpret that as one of us having influence over the other. The creation of the Sirens was a dual effort. He fell in love with me. The feelings were not returned, and out from the selfish bond emerged Kaja, named after my then newest recruit, Catherine. If he felt inferior, it was his own doing. My experience was not used for intimidation during our time together. Marcus and I saw benefit in disallowing gender restrictions, but he was inspired by the Holy Matron's form of governance. I took a liking to the idea, so we agreed. The Ashen. I feel that I've already explained this to you. If not, then know that my motives are already in full clarity. Zell was my pseudonym. I warned Marcus of the dangers of hereditary rule, so he allowed the Zell character to remain in the shadows. I, as Matari, took the role as assistant of the Sirens in his absence. It was a necessary illusion. My intentions were to move the Sirens away from their obligation to protect only the Pinders. and instead concentrate their efforts on containing the enemy, Purity. Zell would always remain behind the scenes at Pazarath, unknown and unimportant. When the fortress was attacked, I saw it as the perfect opportunity to shed what I thought would be the last burden to the Sirens. No, that was not part of the plan. Yes, it did, but I will not bask in guilt for something I did not cause. No. Indeed. I have no daughter. Enough. Based on my maiden's analysis, you cared deeply for Kaja. You are free to mourn her on your own time. There are more urgent matters that demand our attention. Our strategy of meticulously consolidating our forces to defeat Purity has proven dire. The Sirens are at the cusp of defeat. The time has come for my final solution. With the both of us on the brink of death, I used the last ounce of power to ensure your survival in Jonestead for this grand task. This will be your final mission, Dragonborn. You will allow yourself to be captured by Purity forces at the location I will mark on your map. You will be taken and imprisoned at Innocence. Once inside, you will escape your cell. You will march through their halls and silence these prophets, these vermin, one by one. You will exterminate them as they would exterminate us. And you will do this alone. Here, take this sculptor's pickaxe. There will come a moment you will feel compelled to use it. This assignment is classified at the highest level. In better times, this would have been handled by the Golden Maidens, but they will be preoccupied with other matters. So that is your order. Kill Purity, save the world, and terminate their leader in the name of vengeance. Return to me when their sanctuary is destroyed. It's what Kaja would have wanted. Leave as soon as you can, but first step into the grotto. My last gift to you is waiting there. Your maids. They're waiting for you.
Ready to serve, mistress.
Look!
Matari thought you could use some relaxation before you head out and complete your mission. Everything you can imagine is at your disposal. We will make you happy. That's one thing we can't do. You're under strict orders to do this alone. Your dominance over us. Is that the right answer? Don't you remember when we first met? Matari promised you 5 sirens. Given how easy it was for you to be captured by Dimitri's men, you sure could use some protection. You're quite a valuable asset, you know. Anyway, Matari asked us to inform you of the Lilith situation, seeing as how you two were on the same team. We found indisputable evidence that Lilith and Yanaria's team were plotting to overthrow Mistress Matari. The Mistress does not tolerate treason. There's only one punishment fit for Lilith: execution. Few days ago, but we wanted to wait before confirming she was involved in the conspiracy. Nope, can't negotiate for her release. She's been a real pain in our backsides anyways. No huge loss. Huh? That's all there is to it. She's under house arrest at Pazarath until we can set aside the time to end her life. Enough about her, though. Let's talk about maid service. I think you know how this works by now. Same as before with the late Miss Pinder. Only this time, you have 5 servants to pick from. Each of us will fulfill your needs, including those. It's what we do best. We'll be at Pazarath, waiting for you to formally hire us and send us to our workplaces. May I recommend you do it before you go to Innocence? I promise you, mistress, things will be very different once Purity's gone. It's best we enjoy this peaceful interlude while we can.
Hello, cutie. Pinder family is dead. We're missing a ton of sisters. Who will be the gallant knight to save us all? Sweet dreams.
Don't worry, I'm still here. Ready to sell it. Katanas, and more katanas. Have a look. No mercy for our enemies.